All right. So in other news, what was it this morning or was it last night? Donald Glover released his "This Is America" video. Was it May? What is today? May 7th. Okay, so he released it May 5th. Today is May 7th.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. All right, so I got. I have nothing against the video itself. I mean, I could critique it itself in a completely different fashion. But what I have an issue with is everyone thinking it's like the greatest thing in the world. And I know you haven't seen it yet, so I'm going to show it to you right now. We don't have to watch the whole thing, but
I have not seen it, but I would like to see it.
Yeah.
I'm curious now. I want to see what all the fuss is about. This is a music video, huh?
Yeah.
I know he was on SNL recently too and did some stuff.
Yeah, he performed the song, but the music video is what everyone's really freaking out over.
Okay. He's one of those guys where if they mention him, like everyone's like, "Oh my god, he can do no wrong. He's great."
Right? Yeah, yeah,
He's amusing.
yeah.
What's interesting though is who would have thought that a guy from Community would make music like this? You know,
Yeah.
it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. It's like a violent Pepsi commercial.
Right.
Well, it was interesting seeing an artist actually making a statement on something, you know, because I feel like so many other artists, it's just kind of like, you know, especially people doing like rap or R&B or anything like that. It's just a bunch of asses bouncing usually and dollar bills, you know. But
Right.
so I mean, it's kind of interesting in that respect. It's like a protest of violence. It's kind of silly.
So anyway, yeah. So that's obviously about like gun violence and police brutality and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So that's all good stuff. But everyone is like freaking out. Everyone thinks it's like the best thing in the world.
It's not. I mean, it's nothing really that groundbreaking, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's. I mean, good for him for
Yeah.
voicing his opinion,
Yeah.
doing something that's a little more risky.
Mhm.
You know, like cool. Yeah, I'm okay with that. But yeah, I don't know though. I mean, it's like it is sad to think about it though. Like that's the state of the world. I know it says America, but I mean, because that's what the focus is on. 'Cause we are, he's in America, but I mean, it's like the state of the world.
Yeah.
It's like there's a fuck ton of violence, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like there has been an increase in mass shootings. It seems
Mhm.
like, and it's like that's all you hear about on the news.
Right.
And yeah,
Look, this is the most amazing piece of art I've ever seen in my life.
I don't know about that. But, I mean, it's
Yeah.
it was very in your face. I mean, that's what he was going for.
Yeah.
He's like,
Right.
it'll be really intense if I shoot these people.
Yeah.
It was all black people getting shot. I think that was probably the commentary.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you didn't see any white people getting shot.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was. It was probably more of a stance on like police brutality and
Yeah.
stuff.
Definitely.
As opposed to like the Las Vegas shooting, where which was awful.
Right.
But
Right.
a lot of different people got killed there.
Yes.
So I think this was more focused on the black community and police
Mhm.
brutality. But yeah, I mean, good for him expressing his opinion.
Yeah.
But it wasn't anything really groundbreaking. It was just kind of a music video that had some dark social commentary.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. Musically, it was whatever. I guess it was kind of alright. Then obviously, the subject matter was like intense. The music video was well done. But I think as an artist, I'm kind of annoyed that everyone thinks it's the most incredible, groundbreaking piece of art.
Well, I think those are the same people that think Infinity War is worth owning. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of like you can be really shocked by. I mean, it's nothing against him. It's like he was making a statement. He was putting something out there that would be a little shocking to viewers,
Right.
and he knew exactly what he was doing. But I think there are a lot of people who maybe aren't used to that, and they do think that that's groundbreaking, and that's like one of the biggest statements you could make, and that's like a shocking thing, because maybe their scope is just a little more narrow or a little more PG. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I can see that. And there's a lot of like symbolism thrown in there in the video. And people are like always finding new little things in the background, whatever. But I think it's funny because it strikes them as like a literary masterpiece. And I feel like
these are very basic people, I think, making these comments.
Exactly. Yeah. Like
it's kind of like it's kind of one of those things where it's like, saying that Inception's really deep. It's kind of like
Yeah.
Oh, okay, maybe on some
Yeah.
surface level, yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the people who think it's a masterpiece don't do a lot of critical thinking in general.
well, it's very like I think it's for those people though. I think it's kind of like a very blunt in your face, like hitting you over the head with it, and then you're like, wow, that's really deep,
Right,
because it's
right,
like, I think in general, a lot of the consumers, of music. And entertainment are just kind of sedated, sort of. And they're
right,
kinda,
right,
And I think there's probably a lot of young kids who are, not to be mean, but maybe they're just a little dumb,
Yeah.
and they haven't been exposed to a
Yeah.
lot of like really creative expression.
Yeah.
So they think that that's like really groundbreaking shit.
Yeah.
But it's,
yeah.
I mean, not
It's-
really. I
it's-
mean, go if you really want to be shocked and see some commentary, like
Yeah.
watch like Apocalypse Now, dude.
Mhm.
Like, go watch that, and then we'll talk about
Yeah,
your
right.
Childish Gambino music video.
Yeah, I think what saddens me is that it has to be so blatantly in your face for the point to get across.
Yeah,
Because I mean,
Exactly.
there's so many, just in general media. There's so many books and movies or whatever, music as well. Definitely that I have consumed
Mhm.
as a consumer, and it's changed my life. I think it's incredible, and then you'll show it to someone, and they're like, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of times people don't catch the subtext.
Right, yeah.
So
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that,
yeah.
it has to be really. It's like, what was it, a 4-minute music video?
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, I need to make my point
Mm,
and also release my song.
Right.
But he's like, I want to get my message across.
yeah.
And so he just did it in the most blunt way possible.
Right.
And the consumers, the public who watch it, they only have 4 minutes to take it all in. So I feel like you kind of have to dumb things down and make it very black and white and very clear. Otherwise, people are just gonna click and move on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of like you really do have to kind of dumb things
That's
down
true.
for
Oh,
the
it's so
public,
depressing,
because
man.
the public has such a short attention span.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you guys listening right now. I always generalize. It's like there's just a lot of meat-headed people out there who just
Yeah.
don't get it, and there's a lot of people who do take the time to analyze things and rewatch things and look deeper. Like, totally, for sure.
Yeah.
But generally, the masses who consume this kind of entertainment, they're not looking for deeper meaning, man. They're not gonna throw the record on backwards and
Right,
listen
right.
for the devil.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like they have a few minutes and they're gonna soak in as much as they can, and they need to be kind of spoon-fed the message.
Right. Yeah.
It's,
yeah.
I mean, it sucks, but that's just the way it
Yeah.
is, man. It's like people have really short attention spans, and it has to be that way.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
I mean,
yeah.
it does, but it doesn't. I think if
Right.
you want to reach the wider audience and have it be a big thing like that, you have to kind of dumb it down,
Yeah.
which sucks.
That does suck.
So,
oh man.
fuck them
Yeah.
all, man. Fuck
Yeah.
'em
No.
all.
Yeah. I have nothing against the video itself and what he did. I think it's fine.
Well, it's nice to see an artist, taking a risk.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. But the response just saddened me a little bit, I guess.
Well, people are
Yeah.
so quick to, praise anything. It seems like, and we're very quick to destroy it.
Yeah. 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 No, I mean, it's definitely powerful commentary, but it's not like game changing. Just incredibly insightful. I mean,
It's
I don't know.
It's not Apocalypse Now. I
It's
know.
not, yeah.
It's yeah.
Yeah. I wish people would dig a little deeper in general with everything.
Absolutely.
And I think that the fact that this video was so like jarring and in your face has made people look into it more.
Yeah.
Like they need that initial like whoa, and then because everyone's like spotting like little shit in the video.
Yeah.
Like they've never heard heard of subtext before. They don't know what that is.
Yeah, if you look at the 2-minute and 13-second mark, there's actually a bear juggling in the background, and you guys were so focused on the other stuff happening in the front. I bet you didn't notice the juggling bear. Go back.
And that juggling bear symbolizes how we have to juggle our lives in America.
Yeah, and the bear is government, man. The bear is government.
Yeah.
Go back and check. Oh shit.
We'll have to edit in. We'll do a video where we edit in a bear in the background.
It's there, man. It's there in the early cuts.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
No, yeah. I think it's just me being cynical because in
Yeah.
our writing and like music and stuff, I try really hard, and
Yeah, it's definitely frustrating because you do work hard on things,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
like a script. You spend
Yeah.
like months working on it, And maybe it is a little bit of jealousy. Like on my
Yeah,
part,
oh,
it's
no,
like I'll
definitely.
see
Yeah.
some stuff that blows up that people didn't really put much thought into at all. Not that video necessarily, but just other things in general or things
Right.
that blow up, and you're kind of like, well, fuck, man. Like we just spent the last few months
Right. Yeah.
working on something, and you're like grinding it out and really trying.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. And then you see some overnight success or something that's really not well thought out, but people are praising it like it's like the best thing since sliced bread.
Right.
And it's like, okay, man, like cool, but it's also kind of shitty because I feel like people just accept things at face value and then they start worshiping it, and it's just like, okay, like it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, totally.
And
totally,
maybe that
yeah.
is a little petty, and we're and I'm a little jealous of certain things that blow up. When you look at like certain movies and stuff, you're like, oh well, we could have done better with those resources, yada yada. Like Avengers. It's like that's fucking rocking it right now. It's making so much money.